welcome back to my channel. I'm going to teach you guys how to cornrow. I am using a different color hair because you guys told me that you guys want to see just a different color. So this is for beginners and intermediate. I'm going to teach you guys how to part, how to feed in hair, and how to braid. Just have fun and be patient, y'all. Alright guys, so we are going to start off with 2 basic cornrows just to get out the way. But before we start, make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video. I am trying to get to 1K followers. So we're going to start off with 2 basic cornrows. Like I said, I'm not adding in weave yet, because the purpose of this video is for me to show you guys how to cornrow with weave, okay? But like I said, I'm just getting these 2 braids out of the way really quickly so I can, you know, just have like a better angle for you guys more so. But if you guys want to see that video, I do have that video linked in the caption as well under this video, so you guys can go back there and use that as reference how to do a basic cornrow before we get to cornrowing. Is it? Yeah, cornrowing, C-O-R. All right. Anyways, y'all, cornrowing with weave. So look at me, just get this out the way. If you guys already know how to braid, this is for my intermediates. If you guys already know how to braid down, go ahead and do that. Cornrow real quick, out the way, and we're gonna go ahead and get to the pink hair in just a second. But I am gonna turn the head for you guys so you guys can see how this braid looks for sure before we get into the pink hair. Guys, also always remember to look at the hair while you're always braiding. Make sure that the hair is, you know, still in your hands the whole time. Make sure you're not letting go of the hair when you need to still be braiding with it. You see how I'm pulling the hair in, you know, to have the hair in my hand as I go. Okay, guys, that is very important. You know, even as we get towards the nape, the back of the head, another thing that you guys can do to not have like flyaways and stuff is to use any type of pomade that you have, or you can use like any of the gels. Doesn't really matter, whatever works best for you. So you don't have to necessarily use everything that I use or what other people use. Use what's best for the client's hair or your hair, whoever's hair that you're doing. But right now I am about to do another cornrow. This is another basic cornrow. And remember, right after this one is when I get into the pink hair, which is adding on hair. So make sure you guys' parts are as neat as possible. Like I said, this is the mannequin head. Like I said on my first video, this is a mannequin head, so it's not going to be as perfect as you want it to be sometimes. But you can, you know, you can get a little close, honey. You can get there. You know, anything is possible, sugar. But yeah, I just went ahead and sectioned it at the top and at the bottom. And I will braid this down, and I'll be right back and talk with you guys in just a second. So I went ahead and just put just a little bit of hair gel on there to go ahead and smoothen it out just a little bit. Nothing too crazy or nothing like that. I didn't have to, you know, drench it in the stuff. You know, you just gotta do a little something, not too crazy. But anyways, I parted the top, went ahead and just sectioned it in 3 with my fingers. I didn't have to do too much because we already know how to section it in 3. I hope you guys already watched the first video or paid attention in the very beginning on how to just go ahead and section the hair in 3 parts in the very, very top of the cornrow. But I'm going ahead and just braiding this cornrow back really quickly, and I am pretty much just trying to rush so I can get to this to this 3rd braid for the pink. But y'all see that right there? Y'all see all I did was just do the same exact thing, but this time I'm just using a bit of hair gel to help me just smoothen the process along and kind of just get some of those flyaways out the way. So while we're at this, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know that it's okay to kind of like push the other braids out the way. It's okay to, you know, just get the hair that you're about to start braiding with. Just kind of fill it out, pull it out of the hair a little bit. And I said pull it out the hair, but pull it out the way just a little bit because you know that you're about to start braiding with it. So you see how I'm pulling the hair at the very bottom and, you know, adding it into the braid. That's what you would do as well, because we don't want any unnecessary hair hanging out in between the braids, if you get what I'm saying. So not that my camera's shaking, my camera is really moving around, like, girl, get it together. But anyways, y'all, go ahead and just braid down as you get to the bottom here, and pretty much just do the same thing that I did on braid 1, do it on braid 2, because once we get into braid 3 with the pink hair and adding in hair, we about to turn up. I just need you guys to know that we're about to turn up. It's about to get real. Last, now everybody go to breakfast. Guys, don't forget, if you don't want too many flyaways, you can definitely use pomade, gel, grease, what you need to put on there. That way you have less flyaways at the very bottom of the hair. So look at the way that it turned out. Now we are on to the third piece of hair. We're about to add in the pink hair. I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm so excited, but yeah, we're adding in the pink hair right now. And you guys don't have to use pink hair. I'm just using pink hair because you guys told me that I need to use a different color so you guys can see what I'm doing. I already sectioned out the hair in 3 different ways at the top. Y'all pay attention. I went ahead and braided once, and then I added in a small piece of pink hair, and then I braided it twice, and then I'm going to start braiding it again. The mannequin don't want to do it right anyways, so I'm braiding it again, and then I'm going to add in another small piece of pink hair. You see how I added it in? I'm just braiding regular, but just with an extra piece of hair. If you guys really didn't get it that well, don't worry, because I'm going to do another cornrow with the pink hair, just so you guys can kind of see exactly what I'm talking about, because I'm not going to leave y'all hanging and just do one, all right? I'm going to do another one. But just peep the way that I am braiding this hair down all the way, and you guys will pretty much do the same exact thing. You see the way that I'm adding in a piece of hair right now? Notice the hair that I added in is not the same size as I did at the very, very, very beginning of her head. You see, I'm turning it around now so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. But like I said, no worries. Don't stress about it. I'm going to do another one so you guys can see exactly how I did the first braid that is pink. Do not be stressed out, guys. I am going to do another braid, and it's going to be more zoomed in, a little bit more clear on a different angle, so you guys can see exactly how I did this braid, okay? So just be patient. I got y'all. So see the way that I'm braiding down now, you kind of see like it was no different from the first or the second braid as far as the way that I am continuing the process. Even when I get down to the nape, the back of her head, it's pretty much the same process for me. And the flyaways here on this mannequin, you can see that it's pink. So it would be easier for me to kind of like, you know, dispose of that, because I would just clip that off, or I can just use like pomade or the gel or whatever to go ahead and take that out. But you see, guys, how I added another piece of hair. You guys don't have to necessarily it depends on the length that you're trying to get to. It depends on the thickness that you want. All of that matters, okay? All of that matters depending on how much hair to add in at the bottom of the braid. But I hope you guys are learning. And again, if you guys want a mannequin, this specific mannequin, the link is in my bio, and you guys can go ahead and purchase that. I have a cheaper one in my bio as well. And when I say my bio, I mean my Amazon storefront list. You guys can get whichever one that you want, and both mannequins work just fine, to be very honest with you guys. Also, guys, if you guys want to tuck the hair when you get to the nape, you guys definitely can. I do have a video on how to tuck hair when I did the knotless braids video, so you guys can go back on my page and check that out as well. So that's definitely a possibility as well. This is how it looks. I hope you guys like it. Let's go ahead and get to the second braid. I'm going to go ahead and part it just the same, very similar. And we're going to go ahead and start that braid as well. While we're parting the hair, I do want to let you guys know that I do have my bonnets that I just came out with, my pillowcases, and my long bonnets as well. So I have long bonnets, short bonnets, my edge control, pillowcase, and the pillowcase has a scripture on it, so I hope you guys peep the scripture. If y'all know what the scripture says, go ahead and let me know in the comments. Don't be cheating. It's okay if you cheat. Go look at it and then come back, but no, pay attention to the class real quick, because we only have like 4 minutes left of this video. So pay attention, and then maybe y'all can go look at what it says on the pillowcase and come back. But yeah, back to this. I went ahead and parted the hair the same exact way that I did the others. And make sure you guys, like, you know, get the hair out the way. You know, if you have to use your clips or if you have to use your hair bows to get the rest of the hair out the way, go ahead and do that, because it's so much easier to work when a whole bunch of hair is not in your way. It gives you a better way to see, and you know, it just doesn't bother you too much because all the other hair is just in your way. So now we're about to start. I'm just putting a bit of hair gel on the hair. I'm going ahead and sectioning the top part in 3. That's what I did with my fingers, and I'm about to add that piece of pink hair. Notice the size. It's a very small size that I added to it, because you think about it, if we put a big piece of pink hair in the hair to start off with, it's not going to look right. It's going to be very bulky, and you're not going to like it. So I'm adding in another piece of hair right now. And when I say add in, I mean feed in. You know, it's the same thing, feed in, add in. And I'm braiding the hair as well. And notice the size that I'm adding is just a tad bit bigger than the piece that I used before in the very beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep braiding back at the moment, and then I'll add another piece of hair once it gets too small. But right now it's the perfect size for me, so I'm going to keep braiding down with this hair. I hope you guys see exactly what I'm talking about when I say that I didn't add another piece of pink hair yet, because it's at the perfect size that I need it to be at the moment. And that would be the same way that you guys would judge when you guys are doing other people's hair, or if you're doing your own hair. You wouldn't want to add too many pieces in if you don't really need it, because the more you add, the thicker the braid starts to become. So I'm braiding down at the moment, and y'all know how I feel about the nape area, which is the bottom part of the head. Make sure you get that right together, okay? Make sure y'all get that together and get it right. And if you guys still didn't get this, you know, you guys can always rewind the video and watch the part that you specifically needed help on. And if you do have more questions, you can just ask me in the comments, and I'll figure out a way to either make another video or try my best to explain it through responding to your messages, okay? So right now, just go ahead and braid the hair down, because that's what I'm doing. And you guys can use any color you want. Once again, I'm just using pink because that's what y'all told me to use, which is a different color. And also, if you did learn from this video, make sure you guys leave me a comment. Let me know what you learned, because I do read you guys comments, emails, DMs telling me that you've learned from me how to do your mom's hair, your daughter's hair, and that makes me feel great. It shows that you guys are learning from these videos, and it makes me really happy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't, and I definitely will see you guys soon. Okay, why am I in the camera like this? Why do I play so much? Get out the camera, girl. But anyways, see y'all later. God bless y'all.